Hello, welcome students. In this lecture, we are going to continue the next topic of the grammar, that is the tenses. In the previous topic, we have seen what is the structure of the every English sentence is there. After that, we conclude to tell and express all the various actions and various things. Just not only the one structure is sufficient as per the time of the action. We have to study the various structures with the help of the tenses. So this was the last conclusion of our last lecture, and as per this conclusion we are starting here the topic of the tenses. In the previous topic you have understood the types of the tenses. There are three main types. You may have seen or dictated in your notebook. That is, as per the time: yesterday past tense, today present, tomorrow future tense, like that. So first of all we will continue, or we will learn about the simple tenses, because every main tense has the simple tenses there. Every main tense has the continuous activity, every main tense has perfect activity, and finally fourth group is there with perfect and continuous activity. In such a way there are 12 types you may have noticed. Here we need the different forms of the verb. We need the different forms of the verb to write a sentence. For example, if we take here the verb make, this is the present, made, past tense, made, past participle, making, present participle, and to make, infinitive. In this way we have to make one chart to learn the verbs with their different 5 forms. Every main verb has 5 forms. First of all, we are seeing here the simple tenses of all the tenses, all the main 3 tenses: present, past and future. Simple present, simple past, simple future. Also Marathi names you must know that: Sadha Vartman Kal, Sadha Bhutkal, Sadha Bhavishya. So what is the simple activities there with this make? See here, I shall write one sentence here. The first of all, the simple present tense is there. Simple present tense. In Marathi we can say Sadha Vartman Kal. Simple present tense. The structure also I shall write here. See, suppose if I take here, I make a kite. What is the structure is there? As per previous lecture we have seen subject plus V1 plus object. Subject, V1, object. This is the structure. This is a simple present tense. This is the simple present. The same sentence will be converted into the simple past tense. Simple past tense. Sadha Bhutkal. What are the changes are there in the simple past? I made a kite. The one change is there, you will notice it: subject plus V2 plus object. This is the change is there. In future, what will happen there? Again, one more change is there. We can say simple future tense. In Marathi, साधा भविष्य काळ. You can see here, I shall make a kite. What is the changes there in the structure? See, subject plus shall or will plus V1 plus object. See the changes. Observe them very well. You will notice it very well. So first change is here, V1 simple present, V2 simple past. V1 is the same, but here shall or will, that is modal auxiliary, is used there in the simple future tense. So these are the structures. Now I have left here space. Why? To tell you something more about. So this is the, all these sentences are positive, no negative is there. I make a kite, मी पतंग बनवतो. I made a kite, मी पतंग बनवला. I shall make a kite, मी पतंग बनवेन. What are the negative forms are there? So in the negative forms of the all sentences, we need auxiliaries with auxiliary plus not. Here you will see here shall, shall not, will not, or just I gave you idea, shall not rather than shalln't, will not rather than we say won't. In this way we shall use the auxiliary plus not or negation to tell the negative. But here you observe, in the simple present and simple past there is no auxiliaries there, directly main verb is there, and that is the question is there, how to make negative sentences of simple present and simple past. If you go to the chart of do and do, does and did, you will see that in the present tense, I do, we do, you do, you do, he does, she does, it does, and they do. He, she, it only takes the verb of yes, does, and other verbs subjects take only do. And in the past tense, every subject takes did. I did, we did, you did, you did. So previously I have given you these charts very purposefully, because I know very well in the next structures we need them to construct the various sentences. That is why it is very important to learn these charts, basic charts very well. You have to learn by heart. You have to learn by heart. Otherwise, in these structures you will confuse. So see here, negative. What is the negation is there? I make. So in the chart of do's and don't, what we say? I do. The negative is there. I don't make a kite. I make, मी बनवतो. I don't make, मी बनवत नाही. Here in the simple past, I made, I didn't. Now this did is past. So this past is removed by did, and again we have to make here we have to write the main verb form, that is the make. So this is actually past tense, but this past tense is derived, is taken away by this auxiliary. So this is one rule is there in the simple past. When you make the negative of the simple past tense, you have to write the main verb again in the V1 original form, because this past tense is derived, taken away by this did. I didn't make a kite. and in the future there is no need of bringing any other verb or other thing. I shallant already shall is there, shallant make a kite. This is negative. At the same time we are going to learn positive and negative also. Positive and negative sentences. Again we are learning here, if the sentence is positive, how to make negative. There is question only or the confusion only in the simple present and simple past. All the other tenses are there with auxiliaries, and there is no problem to make negative. Just you have to make contracted form. Shall not, that is shallant. Will not, that is won't. Am, is are there, isn't, wasn't, weren't, aren't, like that. Means you know these contracted forms. We have seen this one very well. Only the problem is there, in confusion is there only in the simple present and simple past. आपल्यासाठी फक्त साधा वर्तमानकाळ साध्या भूतकाळामध्ये नकारार्थी वाक्य लिहिताना डोंट कधी आणि डझंट कधी याचा विचार करायचा आहे. तो चार्ट जर नीट अभ्यासला तर लक्षात येईल. आय डू, वी डू, यू डू, ही डज, सी डज, इट डज, दे डू. म्हणजे इथं जर सब्जेक्ट बदलला आपण ही, सी, इट लिहिलं तर डझंट येणार आहे. आणि इथं सिंपल पास्ट टेन्समध्ये मुख्य क्रियापदाचं मूळ रूप लिहून त्याच्या आधी डिडंट लिहायचं आहे, निगेटिव्ह. अगेन वन मोर थिंग इज दॅट you have to write here so positive and negative sentence of this one. Here also positive and negative, positive and negative. In the same way you have to practice some sentences. So first learn this one. Every time you don't have to write the structure below every sentence. Just for learning I have written here. For learning I have given you, for understanding the structure of the sentence I have written. What is the formula is there? Subject plus V2 plus object. This is simple past tense. Here subject plus shall or will plus V1 plus object. So this chart is also there, shall and will. I shall, we shall, you will, he will, she will, it will, they will. Means sometimes shall and sometimes will. You have to practice this chart also. So like that you have to continue with many more examples. I am going to give here in the next part for your practice. See, now I am going to tell you something more about the expansion of these sentences. In the beginning we have written pronouns, nouns and auxiliaries, and how they are written, the positive, negative. Then again we have written them the positive and negative yes no type question also. Positive and negative yes no type question also. In the same way you have to write the positive and negative questions also. So I shall give you here the same sentence. I make a kite. What is the negative of it? I don't make a kite. This is negative. Now see, do I make a kite? Question: do I make a kite? And don't I make a kite? Don't I make a kite? In the same. See, now one more addition I am going to make here. That is, the structure is that positive sentence, negative sentence. Positive and negative verbal question. What changes are there? Just auxiliary is taken in the beginning, subject is pushed forward. It is taken afterward. Auxiliary is first, subject afterward. Just one change is there, but tone changes. I don't make kite. Do I make a kite? Don't I make a kite? And this structure, if you learn very well, just simple changes, the first auxiliary and then the subject. This makes the confirmation question. And for the information question, what we add here? We add just WH word first. And the same structure I shall write here. But this time D is small because this beginning is there. Do I make a kite? Why do I make a kite? This is informative question. Why do you have to give big answer? The same addition is there. Why don't I make a kite? What is the changes are there? See, step by step you have to run. You have to go. Plain sentence, subject plus verb plus object. For the negation we use don't, doesn't in the present tense and didn't in the past tense, and we remove the past tense of the main verb. And the same structure again expanded for the various sentences. Just auxiliary is taken first, subject is taken afterward. Auxiliary, negative, subject. These are the verbal questions. And after the verbal question formation, just we added WH word. Nothing very complications are there. Just first step how to make verbal question. Then addition of the WH word makes the information question. See, do I? Why do I make a kite? Don't I? Why don't I make a kite? Simple addition is there. In this way, the one sentence is changed into 6 forms. Now we have to do the same one with this one. Simple past and simple future. Means if you take one sentence for 6 times in the simple present tense, 6 times in the simple past tense, the same pattern. The positive sentences, verbal questions, and after verbal questions, WH questions. Every time the sentence is there. Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Hokarati, nakarati, hokarati, nakarati. Same pattern. So every chart you have to fill up like that. So this is the learning is there. You will dictate this one. And after that, you will dictate the same sentence 6 times in the simple present only. Again 6 sentences and 6 means in this chart you have to write total 18 sentences. How many? 18 sentences. For the simple tenses of simple present, simple past and simple future, you have to write 18 sentences of this same verb. Another homework I am giving you. See, homework. Yet no student has sent back. What homework have you completed? I am going to write here some sentences. We listen a story. This is simple present. You have to write 6 sentences of simple present. Same sentence you have to write in the simple past. I shall write here simple past also. We listened a story. We shall listen a story. Simple future. 1, 2 and 3. Each sentence you have to convert into this format. That is positive, negative sentence. Positive, negative S note question. Positive, negative WH question information. So again, the work is remainder of this sentence, 6 sentences. This one is 6, and again you have to complete these 3 sentences into the form I have given here. That positive, negative sentence, positive, negative S note question, positive, negative, double edged question. Every sentence. This sentence 6 times, this 6 and this 6. So the remaining study you have to complete this one. So one example is completed. Yet you have to complete this one also with the 6 sentences. And every sentence of this type you have to convert into 6 sentences. Try yourself and report me if any difficulties are there. Okay, good.